I think it's important to have a mixed stack, and I'm often asked, what should I stack? Now, if you are a hardcore stacker, you do one thing. You stack for weight. You buy the silver or gold that is closest to spot. Everybody knows this. It's that simple. But is it a good rule to follow? It might be, as everyone has their own strategy, but I'm a stacker and a collector, and this can be a little harder than being a pure, through and through hardcore stacker because collectors have a little bit more work to do. Now, I'll put a link to my hardcore stacking video here so you can take a look at that if you are interested in that. In today's video, I'll tell you my strategy and show you examples on how you can make big mistakes. I mean, big mistakes or avoid big mistakes. This might help you avoid some of the pitfalls in stacking and kind of crash proof your stack. Okay, let's get into it. Hi, and thank you for joining me here at Cash and Coins. I hope you're doing well. I think I'm having a little bit of a laryngitis or something. My voice keeps going in and out. So bear with me. Now back to the stacking strategies. If you must sell your stash at any point, you want to have a stack that you can sell and not sell it at a loss. The only way I really see doing this is to buy some collectible coins, some numismatics or semi-numismatic coins. But I want you to have researched these and understand the value of these coins. And I am going to go into this in depth. And because that really is the trick. Because remember, as I told you in the past, what might be in today might be out tomorrow. And I have talked about what's happened with the Panda series. It was super popular, and now you can find deals on pandas. And I got some examples here to show you. Look at this MS70. Look at these MS70 pandas and compare it to a raw silver Libertad. The Libertad is more expensive. You really have to look at these things when you're deciding what you want to buy. But that's why I say do your research. Get information from local coin stores. Look online. Look at what these coins are selling for on eBay. See what they're selling for on the major online dealers. And I'm saying this is so important. Never buy something you know nothing about. That's just setting yourself up for disaster. Some things like the pre-33 gold were super cheap 5 years ago, but now they've crept up a little bit. Same with the constitutional silver. It's crept up a little bit, even though it's back on a little downward swing. So what is all this telling you? Buy variety. Buy the Panda. Buy the Libertad. Buy some junk or constitutional silver. Buy some of that pre-33 gold if you can. Of course, just so that if the market crashes, you have something that's not dependent on the spot price. Because in numismatics, they're not so dependent on the spot price. Some of them not at all. When premiums were really high, if you were watching my channel, you would have heard me say time and time again, I'm not buying that much bullion. But I was buying some semi-numismatics and some numismatic coins. I bought my first Athenian owl. It cost me about $400. But I know that there is a market for these. At least there are right now. And they sell. They are liquid. So it is a backup emergency coin to go to if I need money and if spot was low. Now, I have to state this loud and clear. Don't do what I do because your situation might be very different than mine. Look at what options you have and go with that. Go with what works best for you. And yes, every stacker will tell you that you have to know what you're doing when you're getting into collectibles, into numismatics, into semi-numismatics. Look at this other example that I have for you. Is an MS70 2021 American Silver Eagle a coin that would fit the description of a collectible? Let me tell you why it is, and let me tell you why it isn't. Now, it is because if somebody needs it, they will pay for it. That really is the only reason. They are not rare. They are silver, so they might milk spot, and you might lose all of their MS-70 status. They might tarnish in a weird way that's undesirable, decreasing their value by a large amount. And also look at the prices that they sell for. Just about the same as an MS-70 from 2023. I'm comparing the 2021 to the 2023. And this is what I mean. You have to know what you're doing. Know what you are collecting. Know the market. Let's look at one more series. And this time I'll to gold because this is one that I do collect. Look at the 1/10 ounce gold kookaburra. We'll go first to the 2023. Here you see it sells for about $260. The 2022 sells for $270. They're about the same price. But the 2021 sells for 441 US dollars. It's just about doubled in price. If you noticed in these few examples, you can do well, or you can just do okay, or not well at all. That's why research is so important. And I hope this makes sense. The reason I brought this up is because I'm often asked about spot prices dropping, about the market crashing, about having to sell at a loss. But you don't have to sell at a loss, and you can always diversify. There's been twice when silver has popped up to about $50, but it dropped right back down. Try not to buy on those peaks. That's also very important. Now, one thing I did want to mention about ancient coins, because I get asked this often too, is that you can buy them at a very low price, even though they're thousands of years old. So don't think that just because it's old and it's silver, that it's valuable. There has to be a market for it. And as you know, millions and millions of coins have been minted. Now, why is the kookaburra and the libertad so popular and collectible? I'm going to give you a couple of reasons. The mintage, for one. The popularity, for two. Now, let's look at the kookaburra gold coins. They've always had a limited mintage of only 15,000 coins worldwide. So if you are collecting this series, you have to buy one before they sell out, or you might have to pay the higher price if they do sell out quickly. And these things happen every now and then. And this is how you would have a complete set if that's what you're collecting. And a complete set, they do sell well, especially to the right buyer. These are some of the reasons that I am a stacker and a collector. I buy bullion, semi-numismatics, and numismatics. Plus, I could not see myself owning a stack of generic 10-ounce silver bars and nothing else. I love variety, I really do. So you can't call me a hardcore stacker, but you can call me a stack collector. Okay. Please let me know if I missed anything or if you want to share your strategy in the comments. I hope you enjoyed today's video. I do want to thank you for watching Cash and Coins. And as I always say, have a wonderful day, and I'll see you on the next video.